Hey, friend. Hope you are well. If we have not yet met, my name is Lydia Epic, and I help moms reconnect to their purpose and thrive in their identity unapologetically. Today, we're going to talk about what that means in terms of reconnecting with your purpose. Was it somehow lost somewhere? What does that actually entail? So, as a mom, in that process, especially in this day and age, it's very easy to see this caught up world, especially within social media, of I have to show up this way and do these things. And that's just one segment of the process. And that whole world, as beautiful and lovely as it is to behold, really goes back, especially as a millennial, to the way in which we saw and we see womanhood. So key. So we grew up in a time where we were seeing these women who were starting to rise up and do incredible things. We lived in the age of Oprah. We literally watched that every day in our house. It was like everybody just stopped, tea time, and we're watching Oprah, right? We also saw how powerful and dynamic and unlimited women could be. And that was part of what we even felt within ourselves, is that when I grow up, that's how I'm going to live. So it's going off to college, getting the degree, working in the field. And in my case, I worked in a field that was very male dominated and was totally fine with it because I knew that I could hold my own. What I didn't realize that was happening was that I was beginning to associate my work with my worth. That was huge. Okay. So then comes along motherhood. And so now I've shifted gears. I'm not in that working space in the same way. And now I'm home and I'm raising children. And I've never raised children before. It's a whole new venture that honestly feels overwhelming. But we also live in a world that at the same time as it was elevating the working woman, was also beginning to devalue the stay-at-home mom. We started to have an interesting turn of events where now being a stay-at-home mom is something that's a little bit more venerated, but at the same time, it's made into this almost 1950s iconic sense of I do all these things and my children are awesome and they call me blessed. And it's just, okay, they might call me blessed one moment, but they're probably going to be cussing me out. Not really. My kids are small, but still, they're going to be doing something to go, ah, right? It's not picture perfect, and that's okay. And where we get into a really vicious and potentially literally deadly cycle is when we associate our purpose simply with being a mother, and that's it. Now I've gone from being a woman to being a wife to being a mom. And so now the way in which I find my fulfillment is in raising humans, which honestly, no, I call the bluff on that. I don't say that to mean that I absolutely don't love my children or I don't love being a mom. It is an honor and it is an incredible process being a mom. At the same time, I had to realize that I was placing so much stock in motherhood that it wasn't able to fulfill, and it was leaving me feeling empty. Do you feel that emptiness? Have you experienced that? Tell me below in the comments because I want to know what it is and how it is that you have felt that same way. Here I am in this place where I've left this job that I didn't realize was so much of my identity to now be in a place where I felt like I was just afloat. Two things came to mind with being called for a purpose and being reconnected to my purpose. The first is that regardless of whether you're a working mom, stay-at-home mom, in between working from home, your work does not determine your worth. Your work does not determine your worth. If you are no longer with a job, in terms of working and bringing in money, you are no less of a human being. You are no less of a woman. At the same time, if you go from wiping your children's butts and preparing meals to making six figures in a year, that doesn't somehow make you more of a woman. That is not where your worth lies. Your worth lies in how you were uniquely created for a purpose. And that purpose is to live out and express the fullness of the skills, the gifts, the heart that you have for humanity, whether it be within your home, your community, your nation, the world. That is your purpose. That expressed, that is where we're able to extend and move forward in our worth. That is your calling and that is your purpose. And it was when I realized that that was actually the missing piece. That instead of being this place of either or, it was beyond that. It was actually encircling and surrounding all of it together. That's when I was able to go, okay, now I can look at this bigger picture. And now I see how being a mother fits into this. And now I can see how working fits into this. And this is how I can see how being a wife and a sister and a friend fits into this larger framework that actually lights me up and allows me to feel alive inside again. And so that is the reason why my heart is to help other women, help other mothers who are feeling that same just lost sense of what is it that I'm supposed to be doing with myself again, beyond just the day-to-day, to be in a place where you can now move forward with purpose. And so if that is something that you're wanting to do, if that's something that you're seeking after, I'd be so honored to assist you and to walk with you through that. We have a Facebook group where we connect in community, and we're doing just these small acts during the day that allow us to be able to reconnect and figure out what in the world that purpose is again, as well as a space for us to just be able to connect and to chat, encourage you on that journey. And if you enjoyed this video, I highly encourage you and would be most appreciative for you to just click that little subscribe button and be sure to click the bell so you're notified for when new videos come on. And I look forward to sharing with you again as you move forward in your journey. You are amazing. You are wonderful. You are worthy. Cheers.